All right, so today's topic is accepting offers. Now, I'm going to do another video because I feel so incredibly strongly about this point, and I'm sure people are going to disagree with me, but in my opinion, the greatest thing is when offers come in, right? You're validated, you feel like you're getting stuff, things are moving, you're going to get paid. There are only 2 points. There's only one point that matters in the accepting offer or selling a property stage, and that is before contracts are fully executed and after contracts are fully executed. So just to tell you how it works, once an offer is accepted, sometimes they're going to do an inspection, sometimes they're going to do things, but you as the seller, you're going to prepare a contract and send it out to the buyer's attorney, right? The buyer is then going to possibly negotiate, talk to the attorney about changing things, but then they're going to agree, and then they're going to sign the contract, and then you're going to sign the contract. The only really thing that matters is when that contract is signed, and until that contract is signed, that house is still for sale. So there are people out there, and I've been lectured by people telling me, "Oh, how could you still market our property when we agreed to an offer? You gave your word." That's bullshit, and we're going to talk more about that later, because they're not under obligation to buy, so you're not under any obligation to sell. And on dozens of occasions, people have told me, and I'll get more into this in the video in a couple days, about how somebody will promise you they're buying the house and then just change their mind. So the process of accepting offers. So obviously you want to get people up as high as they can. That's your job when you're selling the house. But you can't really lie to people because they can say no. So you have to sort of gauge if there's a realtor and talk to them about, does this guy have room? What's the story? We're looking for more. And another thing is, and I've just had a conversation with somebody about this morning, sometimes you're going to put things out there cheap and you really want more than asking. You can get more than asking. Just because someone offers you the asking price does not mean you have to accept it. We've sold dozens of properties for more than asking price, and I think everybody should sell things for more than asking price, because I think your asking price should be low enough that people jump all over it. So the process of accepting offers is you get these offers and then you dive into them. So questions like, important questions: is this contingent on the sale of another property? That's a big one because other sales sometimes don't go through. Is it contingent on financing? That's an out that people who, I can tell you as someone who was in the mortgage business for 17 years, you can use that as an out for anything, right? In my 17 years, I had many times people call me and say, I changed my mind. I don't want this house. Just give me a denial. And you can give a denial. There's always ways to give a denial, right? If the guy doesn't give you a documentation that you asked for, the loan is denied, and then the guy has an out. So a financing contingency, that means that the contract is contingent upon the guy getting a loan, really means the guy can get out of the contract. How much is he putting down, and how much is he borrowing, right? Obviously, an all cash offer where it's not contingent on financing is the best. You got to look and you got to weigh the offers. Sometimes you get an offer for less money that's better than an offer for more money because the guy's going to close faster, because there are no contingencies in the contract. These are things you have to weigh. But it's a process, and it's very easy to get excited. But just know that an offer means nothing, and I want to say mean nothing. It's a first step in selling the property, but an offer is not a binding contract in any way, shape, or form. So you can get an offer, and the guy seems amazing, and the guy even tells you on the phone that he's on the way to his attorney to sign, and then doesn't buy the property. So you need to create a process. You need to compare offers. You need to take the best offer for you, which may or may not be at the best price. We have absolutely sold properties for less than the highest offer because the terms on the lower offer were better for us, usually quicker in some way or less contingencies. So you have to evaluate all your offers and decide which one's the best and accept it, and try to keep your emotions in check, because until contracts are signed, nobody's buying your house.